Hello everyone, Galactic Seas. Let's do another quick run here on the ladder. Let's get to that card pack that we have right here waiting for us. I did do a card pack video. I opened up, I think, 3 card packs that I'd saved up from the ladder and ranking. I did a little bit of review on those and went over some stuff. We did get a pretty good drop out of one of those packs. Go check it out. It should be season. Man, that'll be season 3, I think. It'll be season 3, probably the first video. So season 3, episode 1. Go ahead and check it out. If you haven't already, binge the other seasons I have. I have seasons 1 through 2, and starting season 3, already well on its way. Let's go ahead and choose the Thievery against the Magic. It seems to play out pretty well for me. Those 2 cards were too hot. I really didn't want those. This seems to be kind of a card that I may not use. I don't anticipate the Mage having too many minions. You never know though. It could be a toss-up. I got my drink here. It just reminded me of how many vampire decks or zombie decks we've been going against with the Death God. They're a pretty good card here early in game. Let's save the hunting trap. I believe this may be running into a little bit of a later game, and I have an idea of a card that we may need that for. Next turn we will coin in one of our mana crystals and then use our Shadow Paladin. The good thing about the Shadow Paladin is it'll be hidden for 1 turn. Depending on how things go here, the turn after that we'll coin in our Inconspicuous Carriage. I really didn't think that the Mage was going to have too many minions. Seems like I want to do early damage and kind of keep pressure on the board. That's not an issue for us. But it could be, especially with that spell boost. We're definitely going to coin in what we talked about earlier, the Inconspicuous Carriage. My original plan was to attack the Frostbane Channeler, and then do Stone Skin Poison on the Wild Hog. We're not going to do that. This might be a little bit of a better play. This will stop damage. It seems like they have damage they want to have come our way. We'll save on to our last mana crystal as much as we can. Looks like they had already used theirs up. Here we go. They'll probably try to clear this with 2 damage. It'll actually do 4 damage. So they'll want to use up as many mana as they can before they clear this, because if they don't, this will shuffle bombs into their deck based on however many mana crystals they have left after this dies. Looks like that's exactly what they're going for, which is good. It may not always work, but you do want to clear mana crystals as much as possible before you move on. Let's do the Jinx Blade Duelist. They're definitely running a lot more minions than I anticipated. This will be something that we'll have to try to deal with somehow. Depending on where the board lands, they may try to hit the our Jinxblade Duelist with their the Wild Hog. I always call it Boar. So they'll probably try to hit that with their Wild Hog, and if they are successful on hitting that, they'll ping that with their Hero Power. It's such a toss-up with the Wild Hog. Those confused cards are pretty strong. Sometimes it can be a bit of a nuisance. It's a risk they had to take. It was a 50-50 chance. Depending on what we get here, let's see how we do. Let's give this ward. So ward would be a blue shield around it. And let's give order to that. It won't be able to attack. Ward will ward blocks one instance of destroy, transform, sleep, or non-attack damage from any opponent's source. Non-attack, so if there is an attack, it could definitely kill that card. So that's quite a bit of mana spent on dealing with that card. We'll throw out a Guild Enforcer. What a lucky draw. Now their Wild Hog is back up. And we were able to stop a possible board clear from the Wild Hog by nullifying it for that turn. Spell damage +1 or spell boost +1 is not always the best. You get cards like this. We'll pull out our Skeleton Heavy. See what kind of card we get from here. Let's give this guy order. It'll stop it from attacking, and then also give it burn +2. Let's clear that Wild Hog, or the Wild Boar already. It's one or the other. Okay. They're definitely have a lot more minions than I anticipated. I really thought it was going to be more of a board clear damage type of deck, just because there's been a lot of zombie decks from the Death God happening. Let's see. So they do have board clear for sure. Let's see what kind of card we get from here. Oh, very good. Let's deal 2 damage to that. It won't do any damage, but it'll take away that that barrier. What does this card do? After you play a card, this creature gets +1 strength, and the friendly creature with lowest health gains ward. Oh. Okay. I don't know if ward is going to help with the with burn on this card right here. We're going to use our hunting trap to clear that. Wow. We got quite a bit of damage coming our way. Not a bad time for the gnome. Let's hit that for 2. So they have another spell that does 5 damage. And I'm sure they have another spell that does 6 damage. That's 11 damage. We're at 8 health. We'll see what they pull from here. Alright, I had to close up shop there real quick. I'm gonna deal 2 damage to that. I'm gonna hit them for 2. Let's see what we get here. We'll take this card for board clear. There's nothing else that we can do here, so we'll just end the turn and that'll die. Oh, actually... Oh, it's burn +1. I thought it was burn +2. Depending on what they pull out, if it's a big minion, we can send it back. It's not gonna help to clear it, but it'll at least give us at least another turn to see if there's something that we can find to deal with it or take care of it. Oh no. I think that said pull 2 random spells. They're probably gonna clear that. Or that and then hero power. Okay. We have enough mana crystals. We have 7 plus 2 out of the 3 for us to be able to coin this in. We'll pull out our city planner. That'll summon 2 0/6 frontline creatures. And we can go from here. I need to see what that other card was that we missed seeing. Deal 4 damage to a creature. If it survives, give it burn +1. No, there was something else. I missed what that card was. We want to clear this because it has spell damage. +1. Or spell boost +1. We'll use a Rapture Dance next turn. It'll clear their board. Unfortunately, we will lose the the city planner to their hero power the turn after that. But we will do 8 damage. Let's use that now. Hold this card out. Use that. We'll take the frontline creature. I won't pull this out. I'll save it just in case we need it. If they do have a big minion, like I said, we still have the trapdoor. We can use that to send it back. Our cards should be getting higher in mana. So they'll probably use that to remove hidden from this. It doesn't matter. We were going to attack with it next time. Oh, and deal 1 damage to each creature. Ah, I forget about that every time. I forget how strong that card is. It removes... so let's read it. I wonder if it's in the board yet. So remove protected, hidden, sleep, and backline from each creature, then deal 1 damage to each creature. Let's see what kind of cards they have. When you summon a creature, give plus 1 health to this creature at the end of your turn. If this creature has 5 health or more, give spell boost plus 1 to it. Would be a good card to use here. We'll pull our Wild Hog and then deal 1 damage to that. We could use our other Shield Maiden, but we don't want to overextend. They may have, I think it's called Inferno. It's a 7 mana card that deals 5 damage to all enemy minions. We don't have enough for the Sanctum. This would have been a good card to pull out of it, the Rune of Strength. We used up most of our early game cards already. We should be getting our higher mana cards now. However, it is taking a little bit long. Let's see who they choose to do. They definitely have quite a bit of board clear. I figured that was going to be the case. They were probably going to use that on that guy. Rapture doesn't do us any good here. Let's see what kind of cards they have. We'll pull this guy to have a body on the floor, and this as well. We'll get rid of this just in case they have a 2 damage, which that should have been their last one. So we have 1 there. Nope, that's their only one. There may be nope, that's their second one. The Illuminate should have been their second. That should have been their second one as well, I believe. Only 1, so they may have another one. There it is. I'm not sure why they continue to clear the I hope they play that so that we can do our Rapture Dance next turn and then board clear. Perfect. That works out in our favor. So let's do that now. We'll pull out our Wild Hog. Hit them for 2. That'll put us at 17. We're gonna take this just so they don't have access to it. It's a weapon. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to the enemy god and remove 1 durability from this relic. They're probably waiting on their other 2 cards, the other 4 mana. That's so much. Deal 5 damage for 4 mana. And then their other 6 mana card, deal 6 damage, draw a card. We're going to play this now, just to get that off of the board. And put pressure on the board ourselves. Let's see what they have. Let's hit that. Take it with Umber Arrow so we can clear it. Let's see if we're able to get this with our Wild Hog. That didn't work. That's okay. need to keep control, so let's take that, equip this weapon. We'll take this, just so they're not able to clear 2 minions at once. Next turn they'll be taking 2 damage. Let's see what they have. Let's send that guy back. Continue to apply pressure. We'll pull out our 1 mana spell boost. And then our hidden Shadow Paladin. Very close game. Wow. There it is. They'll do 1 damage. And we'll have 1 health left. I thought that card they pulled was the 6 mana Epiphany. That would have been that would have been game with that card. I don't know that they have a second one in their deck for sure. So this is a glitch, I believe. The game thinks I'm dead, but I actually have 1 health remaining. I don't think they're able to ping my character with their hero power. The only card they have in hand is that 4/4 that removes 2 durability from your opponent's weapon. Regardless, whether they were able to ping me for 1 damage or not, I would have still had 1 health left. They would have had a 4/4 minion on the board, and we would have ended the game with the minions that we have here on the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and... Wow, look at that! Very, very close. Very, very close. We got down to 1 mana. With games like this, you don't want to lose focus. You got to continue to press on. It's better to have an idea of what possible deck or what possible cards may be in your opponent's deck. Also, be confident with the deck that you're running and the cards that you have. There is a way to get out of situations. Just got to be patient and take your time. Really have to think through it. That was the closest that I've been to in a long time to that low of health. Usually with the Deception deck, we do run to pretty low health. The range is, I don't know, 10 to 13. In a couple games, we've gone down to 7 health maybe. But this game was really, really close. I believe that if they had the Epiphany card for 6 damage, that would have been 6 mana. We were already at 9 crystals, so that would have been 6 damage to us, plus 2 damage, or 1 damage from the hero power at 2 mana. That's 8 mana altogether. That would have been 7 damage altogether, and that would have been game. Alright, very awesome game. We did super well, stuck to our guns, and made it a really, really close call. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be uploading another one, and don't forget to binge the rest of the seasons. Have seasons 1 through 2 already. They're full of a lot of information on the videos and a lot of close calls just like this one. This is not the first time that we've had a close call with the Deception deck running here. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by.